This is Andrew McCutchen on the Pirates, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base Show. We're here in San Francisco with Andrew McCutchen. And Andrew, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, yeah, always nice to come back to the Bay Area when we get the chance. So spend a few days here is always nice.
And I was talking to Cody Bolton, one of your newer teammates, and he's a PK, a pastor's kid, just like yourself. So it's kind of a cool connection there.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those things where you don't really know until, you might have chapel or something and it comes up in conversation. But, it's always nice to be able to share that with somebody else. I was able to share that with Jonathan Davis last year when on the Brewers. So, it's always nice.
Now, is this true or not? I heard your mom gave your dad like an ultimatum, like she's not going to marry him unless he becomes a pastor, or?
It wasn't really that. The ultimatum was more of like, come take care of your kid, which was me at the time. But, I'm still his kid. But, he was in college first year, and then before going into his second year, they were pretty young, so she was basically like, take care of your kid or, pursue your dreams, which was football at the time. So he was stuck with a tough decision being, 18, 19 years old and having to make a decision that he felt was what was best for him and his family. And then he came back and, it took care of me.
That's good.
Yeah, thank God. Huh?
Well, what's your strategy when you go to church? Do you kind of sit in the front? Do you sit on the side? How do you kind of think about it? Or do you go random every time?
I'm more of a random. When you're young, you always just want to be in the back, kind of away from everybody. The closer you get to the front, the closer you got to pay attention. So, I kind of stayed in the back because I listened, but at the same time, I was, joking at the same time as, you're kids, you got cousins and friends and stuff. You're always in the back kind of listening and kind of not. So, I stayed in the back, but now, when I go to church now with the fam, most times I have my kids go with me, so we got to be pretty close to the exits because, it could get a little rowdy back there sometimes. So, we just chill out in the back for the most part, yeah.
And I've had Denard Span on, Jeremy Affa, and I asked him the same question. When you're singing, are you lip syncing or are you belting it out? Because you just don't want to get caught in that offbeat,
Yeah, you definitely don't. It's two different things, but, I guess now I sing loud enough to where I can hear the vibration of what I'm saying. So I guess that's not too loud, but at the same time it's not too soft. So it's in between. The music cuts out and it's a cappella. I definitely think I'd hear myself. Okay.
Well, I saw you FaceTiming earlier, so were you FaceTiming with the kids? I imagine when you get home off like a road trip, you still got work to do, right? They keep you busy?
Yeah, my son peed on his own for the first time, so I was celebrating that with him. It was, you got to celebrate the small wins now, and that ain't a small win. That's a big win for the parentals, me and my wife. So, try and get another kid out of diapers. So, it's always good.
Is it 3 boys then, or?
No, 2 boys and a girl. Okay. I always say from what I hear, girls are a little easier when it comes to potty training. So. That second child's tough, man. So, but, we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel now, so that's good for us. Yeah.
Do you ever bust out the iPad, or do you kind of keep them away from screens right now, or?
Oh, no, I'm iPad all day. I remember I was definitely that kid, that guy, I guess, as being out to eat, and I see a kid or something on the iPad, whether I did, and I was definitely that one that was judging, and, behold, my kids, man, they're not on it a lot, but there are times when, mom, dad needs a break, like, hey, man, we just need to sit down for a second. Pick up the iPads, man, watch Stinky and Dirty, or something like that. But, they don't watch it a lot, but when time comes for it and we need it, we would definitely bring it out.
Okay. And do you mind if I do 2 questions and I'll wrap it up? Thanks. And I am curious. I know you were really good at football, and you could have gone to, was it Florida State? You could have gone for a full ride, or
Miami?
Oh, Miami. Sorry.
Yeah, Miami. That's one of those, like, for me, it's one of those, like, I'm gonna believe that was true because I never saw the offer. I never get to that point of the story, but at the time, the football coach there called me after I got drafted, and he basically was like, hey, I know it's been a little bit. Mind you, I hadn't played football in 2 years at the time, and he calls me and he goes, "Hey, I got Miami. They want to offer you a full ride to play football." And that was like the story, and I was just like, "No, nah, nah. I just got drafted first round. I ain't going to play no football and break my body more."
Yeah.
So, but that's the story. Is the it's, I don't know. Is it true? I mean, you have to ask him, I guess. I don't really know.
I was just wondering if you did like jersey swaps and hung up jerseys on your wall or anything, like in the man cave.
I have some jerseys. I'm bad at it though. Like I mean, they do say procrastination is like really bad, and I'm working on it. But like, I put it to the side. I go into places and stadiums, and now that we play every team, it makes it a little easier that I can collect a jersey or get a jersey from someone. But I'm so bad at it, man. I could be better at it, but I do have some jerseys that I collect, and hopefully I can collect a handful more.
Well, last question here. I just wanted to say it's good to see you here. I'm kind of looking to the area where you had that. I was at that game, the 14-inning walk-off that you hit, the home run. That's got to be kind of neat to be here again,
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice. I remember, coming here and we had the Fan Fest, and one of the main things that one of the fans said was, if there's one thing you do, it's beat the Dodgers, and I'll never forget that. And then I had that game, and that was a game I really needed at that time because I was struggling in April, and it was a phenomenal game, for me personally. It's one of my top moments, so. I enjoyed that night. I wish it could have lasted 48 hours instead of a short 12.
Well, Andrew, thanks for coming on. It's really a pleasant surprise to get you on the show. So I'm happy that we can make it happen, and wishing you a lot of luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, appreciate it.